moralistic preaching is where we point people to what they must do. We apply the pressure, we give the instruction. That's different from preaching for morality. It's different. There's nothing wrong with morality, but moralistic implies that it's a burden on the person that's somehow lost sight of the gospel, it's lost sight of the power of God to bring about that life change. And so, again, recognize that there's a scale, there's a line between vice and virtue, as Luther put it. And our tendency is to live on that line. Natural man is always somewhere between vice and virtue. And our temptation as preachers is to try to move people towards the virtue. But actually that's just moralism. That's living on a plane that's separated from God. And God comes to us in Christ to invite us into a relationship with Him, which is not the virtue end. It's off that scale completely. It's in a different direction. And so by all means, there will be virtue in what we say. There may be warnings against vice in what we say. But ultimately, the gospel, I think Tim Keller put it well, the gospel is not turning younger brothers into older brothers. It's an invitation for both the rebels and the religious or the self-righteous, both of them to be brought into relationship with the Father. And so moralistic preaching will tend to keep us on that scale, pushing towards better behavior, whereas preaching the gospel should be inviting people into a life-changing relationship with God.